Good morning, everybody. How are you? The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon. Good morning, sir.
Shut up, for f***'s sake. Jesus.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Rise Up Show with me, your host, Danny Wallace. I hope you're feeling good this morning. It is a new week. We are sliding into the DMs of June already. Like, we are in our final full week of May. And it's been a bit of a mental one. Like, for me, it's been a bit of a mental one. I don't know how about you guys. It's been a bit crazy up in here. So how are you? Come on in. It's Monday. We're going to set our intentions for the week. You will notice I don't have the flip chart. It's because I'm in the middle of filming some stuff. I was telling you about this on Friday. So I am filming a series of digital products that you will be able to buy on my website in the not too distant future. In fact, in the next couple of weeks. So if any of you feel like you missed the boat with Be Heard, you'll be able to get a self-study version of Be Heard. So you want to be a speaker in the next few weeks. Very excited about releasing that into the world. There's also some other bits and pieces that you can be getting involved with. So how was your weekend? Let me know in the comments. If you're watching along today, don't you be a voyeur. You know how this show works. We set our intentions together on a Monday. We look at the week ahead and we check in and we say, hey, these are the things that I want to achieve this week. So what are the things that you want to achieve this week? One of the things that I do want to say is a very happy birthday for yesterday to our very own Jojo Smith from Creative Sass. So me and Danielle Hansen, who's our ops and finance manager here at IATQB and also the owner of Pretty Practical Business. We were secret squirrels yesterday, and we knew that Jojo was going to the pub with her friends and her family to go and hang out and have some dinner. And we sneaked along. We found out where they were, and then we drove down to Birmingham to go and say hey and go and give some ninja happy birthday cuddles. So I think it was definitely mission accomplished. She didn't have any idea that we were going down. So we did. We went, and that was really lovely couple of hours. But it was literally a flyby. So we drove down there, gave a cuddle. There's bubbles in my room. So I've got Ivy off school today. She's not very well, but she's well enough to blow bubbles. I've got Eli off school today. They're not very well. I've got Wallace is off work today. He's not very well. Everybody's ill in my house. There's only Daisy this morning. She woke up, she's like, morning, mummy. I was like, I'm feeling okay too. I've just still got a bit of a wonky face. Are you blowing bubbles? Have you put the lid on? Yeah. Are you sure? There's nothing worse. Anybody who has children or is a carer for children will know that bubbles, they're fun, right? Bubbles are fun, but if you don't put the lid on right, everywhere just gets sticky and they're no longer fun. I nearly swallowed you both while my mouth was that wide open with surprise. I'm glad we were super ninjas. Bubble liquid is the devil. Like Claire, I'm glad you feel me on this. It's definitely not just me. So, intentions for the week. This is the format of the show. If you are new to the show, we go live on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. On a Monday, we set our intentions for a week. On the Wednesday, we have a Wise Up Wednesday where we have guests on to come and talk to us about all different types of stuff. And then on a Friday, we round out with, what we're celebrating out of the things that we... What?
Show Up Monday, Wise Up Wednesday, and then...
Rise Up Friday, that's right. Will you shut up? You're meant to be pooling. She's getting her shoes on. So Wallace and Ivy are off to the doctors, and then I'm taking Eli to the doctors a little bit later on. Well, it would just be nice if we could just all be well. All at one time, just all be well. So, yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. But, the format of the show, showing up on a Monday, setting our intentions for the week. learning together throughout the week, and then at the end of the week celebrating all the things that we have achieved. That's the whole premise of this set of lives. It's the whole premise of the reason why I do this. Do you know that the Short Wise Rise Up show is now 2 years old? We turned 2 in April, and we are almost 2 years away from the big festoon. It was the big festoon 2 years ago. First week, I think it was like the 4th or the 5th of June, during lockdown. I interviewed 25, I think, in the end, celebrities over sort of 13 hours, celebrities and global entrepreneurs, in what was the big festoon, where we raised, by the end of it, nearly £20,000 for Women's Aid and Gallup, which is the LGBTQ plus domestic abuse charity. So we were really, really sort of overjoyed with that. It was an incredible piece of work, and it was really from that the Flying Away Foundation started to take fruit. So huge news for the Flying Away Foundation this week. So a couple of months ago, we had all of our ambassadors sign up. And the way that the ambassadorship works is either you are able to donate goods and services to our business builders, or you could provide mentorship. So we're going to be setting out this week training for all of our ambassadors, everybody who's signed up, regardless of whether you can donate your services now or a little bit later on. We're going to be sharing with our signed up ambassadors a members area, and in that members area is a whole bunch of training to get us safely off the ground. So the first of which is we have partnered with the fabulous Caroline Strawson, who is a narcissism and trauma specialist, who has created us an accredited diploma for anybody who is an ambassador, completely free to participate in and get this accreditation, by the way. And it's trauma awareness in practice diploma. So we're going to be doing the first time of us running that training, this accredited training for ambassadors, tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. That is going to be recorded and then uploaded into our ambassador members area that's going to be shared with our ambassadors this week, so that if you can't catch it live, and I implore you to do catch it live, because Caroline Strawson is just a phenomenal human being anyway. She's so well respected within the industry. She has over 70,000 followers over on Instagram. Her business is building all the time, and she's provided us with this accredited training so that we can keep not only our business builders safe, but also our ambassadors safe. So when people have experienced trauma, they will experience the world in a little bit of a different way, and they will also react to the world in a little bit of a different way. So things like working through mentorship programs, you might come across different stumbling blocks that you may not have come across if you haven't experienced this sort of level of trauma. So it allows our ambassadors to understand our business builders better, and also allows our business builders to be working with people who are informed by understanding trauma and reactions to trauma better, so that we can get them safely through these programs and get them building their businesses, right? So that's the first thing. So this week is a big week for the Flying Away Foundation, because as soon as we've got our first ambassadors through that accreditation, we can then get them through their basic ambassador training, and then we can bring the first of our business builders in. We can start to open up the applications. So we've had lots of you been in touch with me saying, you know, I'm a survivor of domestic abuse. I've experienced domestic abuse. Would I be able to access these services? The answer is yes, but not until everybody who is going to be providing a service or donated a service is trained appropriately. So that's been the first bit of our fundraising, is about setting those platforms up and getting all of that training recorded, getting everything in place so that we can get all of that in place. So we've got a social media manager specifically for the Flying Away Foundation now, who's going to be sharing stuff over on Instagram. If you don't follow us already, could I ask you please this week to follow and share the Fly Anyway Foundation? It's on Instagram. I'm sure it's just at the Fly Anyway Foundation. Let me just double check, and I'm giving you the right handle. I should know these things, but you know I always juggle a lot. Hang on, Fly Anyway. It's at Fly Anyway Foundation. That's what it is, at Fly Anyway Foundation. There's some really great, so I don't know if you can see, but our social media manager's been doing a fantastic job over there, sharing information about domestic abuse, sharing really uplifting content over there. We really do perform from an uplifting space. It's not from it's not from a dark space. We really want to be taking the stigma and the shame away from having experienced domestic abuse and really start to help people move through the other side into rebuilding lives. So this first stage for Flying Away Foundation is for people who are through the point of crisis. This is not for people who are currently in crisis. So one of the things that I found when I was through the other side of my crisis point, that actually I found being employed really difficult, and building a business for me was a real viable alternative option. But I needed to learn a bunch of stuff, and that wasn't readily available to me. Now, because I'd worked in corporate for so long, I had a little bit of savvy about me and was able to surround myself with people that I aspired to be like. However, that's not available to everybody, and not everybody has that sort of inside knowledge. So what we want to do is make that as available as possible. So yeah, this is it. Trauma-informed practice, Claire's saying, is everything. It's why we're pushing for it to be a part of, compulsory training for police, DWP, schools, NHS, 100%. I used to work within the government work programme, and the government work programme is, if you've been on things like universal credit or job seekers allowance for 3 years, 2-3 years, I'm not sure if it works this way anymore. It's quite a long time ago. You had to be involved in what was called the RAG, work-related activity. And that meant that even if you found employability difficult and there were barriers to employment, such as travel, if there were barriers to employment, such as having experienced trauma and having visceral reactions or addiction or illness or things like that, you were still expected by the government to participate in work-related activity. But at no point was any of that provision provided from a trauma-informed perspective. And so people were sanctioned, their benefits were cut, and they would end up in this horrible cycle of not being employed, wanting to be employed, but not knowing how to overcome those barriers to entry. So understanding that our services need to come from this trauma-informed place is super important to help as many people who want to work get back into work as possible, or who want to earn, have ways to earn. And that's really important as a first stage for us. So there are 5 stages that we're working in at the Flying Away Foundation. 1 is from a business building perspective. 2 is from an employability perspective. 3 is from a post-crisis therapeutic support perspective. 4 is from a point of crisis. And then 5 is from a refuge and rehoming point of view, or a kind of an escape point of view. So yeah, really, really, really excited that this week that work actually begins. It's taken us a long while to get here, and thank you so much to all of our ambassadors for your patience whilst we've been building to this point. And the thing is, right at the top end is me steering all of the ships. So everything IATQB, you see, that's me running everything. Everything Flying Away Foundation, you see, that's me running it. So the fundraising that we've been doing so far is to make sure that we can employ project managers accordingly so that I can steer the ship and they can implement, and then everything will start to happen quicker. So we are almost there now for our project lead. We're still doing fundraising. You can still donate. If you go to imthequeenbee.co.uk, you can become a gold ambassador. If you just click Fly Anyway or flyanyway.org.uk, you can become a gold ambassador. And for all of our gold ambassadors, I know some of you are watching right now, the first of our events is going to be in the next 8 weeks. So whilst we've been getting things off of the ground, that money from those gold ambassadors are going to create the packages for the first of our business builders. It's taken so much work to get to this point, and we are just at the tipping point where as soon as we get the first of our ambassadors trained up, they are then ready to receive our business builders. So very exciting times. We are literally lighting the touch paper for everything. So thank you for everybody who's been super patient with us so far. So that's updates on the Fly Anyway Foundation. So if you are not already, you will need to be in the Fly Anyway launch group. If you just type in Fly Anyway launch group into search, This is for people who want to be ambassadors and also for people who would like to be business builders as well. So you can get involved in that space. We'll be doing training in there. We'll be doing community training, business training, therapeutic training in there. That's going to form our main community once we've officially sort of launched as a full practice. So as many of you as possible, all pile in there. We'll make sure that we keep everybody safe. We've got eyes on and in that group to make sure that any sort of unruly behavior is weeded out. You know, I have a no knobheads clause. And that applies to that group as well. So super safe space for you to go in there, start introducing yourself. And we're going to begin our learning together tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. All right. So what else? Yeah, but zero. Oh, I'm going to say, wait. 1 sec. So Kat, hello, good morning, Kat. I used to run a training company supporting people back to work. There were just so many gaps in the provision. It was scary. It is frightening. It really is. Yeah, but zero understanding. We need emotional disability ramps to access certain spaces. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. It sounds incredible. I'd like to help. What I would love you to do, Kat, is if you just search Fly Anyway. That's me, fuck then. Have you heard you? Did you say Fly Anyway launch group? Yes, I did. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can post the group in here. Fly Anyway. Right, Fly Anyway Foundation, hashtag Fly Anyway Foundation launch group. Let me just copy this. This won't be visible in the Hive. So if you're watching in the Hive, I've now posted the launch link. That's on the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook. It is this. This is the group. Obviously, if you're watching along, you won't want to take that down as a note, but it's hashtag Fly Anyway launch group is the group that you want to be a part of. It's got a couple of lives in there already from when we first went live. But you will be seeing a lot more movement and communication in there from this week going forward because we can get it started now that we have this accreditation in place. So thank you to everybody who has requested to join, who's in there already, who's already a gold ambassador. We've got about 15 gold ambassadors so far. If you do want to become a gold ambassador, it's £500. We're going to be doing our member spotlights, our formal newsletters, and all of that sort of stuff. That all starts this month. So really, really exciting times. Other things that are going on. We've got the Summer Swarm. We're going to be in Birmingham on the 17th of June. 17th of June, we're going to be in Birmingham. If you want to come and have a day with me, with my eyes and ears on your business, me holding and facilitating space for you to grow your business over the next sort of 6 months to 12 months, then you want to be in that room. There's only, to make it viable, I need 10 people signed up for it. If I don't get 10 people signed up for it, it will not be going ahead. So the 17th of June, and that will be in Birmingham. We're going to get a Manchester date in as well. But for those of you sort of down south that don't want to come sort of as far north as Manchester or Preston, we've got our Birmingham date in, but I need 10 of you in order to make it work. So it's 497 including VAT. Get yourself booked on. You can find details of that in the Hive, and I will also post details of that over the course of today and in your emails. So what else can you get involved with? So we've got Be Her DIY coming out in the next few weeks. We've got a Summer Swarm in the offing. If you want a table for Be Inspired, announcements this week about our venue, which is super exciting. I will be announcing on Friday what our venue is going to be for Be Inspired. So if you want a ticket, make sure you go to iamthequeenbee.co.uk, or you can host a table and bring down the cost of your individual ticket by over £100. So if you and 8 friends get together, you can get a table and it'll cost you £150 each instead of £234, which is your inclusive VAT price. We only have, well, we are at 100. I think we sold 160 tickets. We've got a capacity of 220, and then we are sold out. So please make sure that you make a move on that. And also, if you wanted to be seeing me speak, we've got Ideas Fest on the 3rd and 4th of August. We've got a whole bunch of us going. So all of our current cohort of Be Inspired are going to be going. There'll be more alumni are going to be going that are on my Be More alumni program. So Ideas Fest looks great as well. So there's loads of incredible events that you can get involved with, as well as One Manifest, not One Manifest, One Manifest. You might have seen me go live on Friday with the incredible Jodie Salt on the 17th and 18th of September in the run up to Be Inspired. One Manifest is happening. You want to get involved in that as well. Loads of stuff for you to get involved with. The most recent one, or the most pressing one, is strategy. So I've been up and down the country. I'm doing another one this week. I've been doing one-to-one strategy days. But if you can't stretch to a one-to-one strategy day, then a group one, there'll be no more than 12 people in that room. You've got my eyes and ears on your business strategy for the next 6 to 12 months in that room on that day. So make sure, if you're wanting to do that, loads of you have been asking me about it, get yourselves booked on. That is on the 17th of June. All right. What else? So I've told you about Fly Anyway Foundation, told you about the accredited training. I've told you about the Summer Swarm. I am hosting a table for the Business Success Network Awards on the 18th of June. That's also in Birmingham. So tickets are £89. All you need to do is get in my DMs or tell me that you want to come along and be on the IATQB Fly Anyway Foundation table. So if you want to come along to that, please do let me know. It is a black tie affair. So if you want to get your glad rags on, come for a night out with me at the Business Success Network Award. You may have been nominated and you might want a table to come and sit at. Come and sit with us. And we'd love to support you for those of you that are nominated. I'm late to the party this morning. Morning, Nina. Amy Blaine is looking forward to Will Manifest. Jojo saying the Swarm was amazing. It was amazing. We're really excited to get the Swarm on the road again. We're not doing a whole bunch of dates up and down the UK this time. We're only doing Birmingham, potentially Manchester. And then that's it for this year because I'm a busy little bee. Next week, I'm going on holiday. I'm off for the whole week next week, which I'm quite excited about and scared about at the same time. Shona, I've got the perfect dress for a black tie do. So I want to wear it again. Shona, come along. Come and get a seat at the table. Tickets at £89. Get in my inbox. Will Manifest lineup released. So fucking excited to be a part of it. I am so proud that so many Be Inspired alumni are taking to the stage. We've got Nina A. Spencer, Tanya Ibbison, Sam Aris. We've got so many phenomenal people that have come from Be Inspired and are now sort of leveling up and speaking at the One Manifest. We've got TEDx speakers and all sorts. So really, 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 really exciting. Oh, last thing. The doors this week are going to close to Be Inspired, the mastermind. So we have 3 spaces left and that's it. We're all sold out. If you want to work with me for the next 6 months and you want to take to that stage at Be Inspired, then you want to be getting in my inbox pretty sharp. If you do get an inbox from me saying, hey, I'd like you to do this, it's probably because I really, really, really want to work with you. And I know that working with you is going to elevate and escalate all of the amazing things for you. So we've got those ACE payment plans. You can either pay in full, pay in 6, 9 or 12 months. It's never been more accessible. So there we go. That's everything that I need to tell you this morning. So my intentions for this week are to have the accredited delivery delivered for all of our ambassadors and to pick up with all of you guys and get that ball rolling. Second is to finish selling out Be Inspired, which is just ace. I can't believe that we're there again at that point where we're almost sold out. But the doors will close this Friday. What else? I think that's it. That's what I want to make happen. I'm going to take a week off and breathe, which I need to do instead of just taking time off because I'm ill, taking time off because I'm choosing to take some time off. They're the things that I've been learning. So I have got some fantastic guests lined up, coming up for you in the next and coming weeks and months on the Show Rise Up show. We're really going to be leveling our game up here at IATQB HQ. So I hope you are strapped in and coming along for the ride with us. I am always pleased to have you all along. Please let me know what your intentions are for this week in the comments. What are you planning? So Nina, my intentions to get my shizzle ready for half term, book an Inspiring Connect venue and book an appointment with the bank manager. I love it. Nina, getting the shit done. I love that. Who else has got some intentions for this week? What are your intentions? Let me know in the comments. Is anybody celebrating anything on the top end of the week? Let me know. You can always get involved with the show at Wise Up Rise Up Show. If you know anybody who is super awesome and inspiring, who you think would bring some real value to the show, invite them to come and watch, but also let me know about them. Do an introduction for us. I'm looking for people from diverse backgrounds, people of color, people from the LGBTQ plus community, people who are disabled, people who have got lots of varying different backgrounds, who come from lots of different lived experiences, so I can bring as many lived experiences to you as possible so we can all learn from each other. It's all about showing up, wising up, and rising up together, right? Okay, I will be back on Wednesday with more showing up, wising up, and rising up. In the meantime, go get it this week. Go and get it. Let me know what you've got planned. Let me know how we can support you. Get in the IATQB Hive. If you're not already, search IATQB Hive. It stands for I am the Queen Bee, and so are you, or the King Bee, or the Royal Bee. Make sure you follow me across on Insta at the Queen Bee. Danny. All right. Have a good one, and I'll see you later.